It's a new year, and with T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan with eligible iPhone trade-in.
So I can FaceTime with my sister in Savannah.
That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. All on America's 5G leader in coverage. T-Mobile.
24 monthly bill credits and a new line plus tax. If you cancel, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying consumer plan required. See coverage and offer details at T-Mobile.com.
It's a new year, and with T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan with eligible iPhone trade-in.
So I can FaceTime with my sister in Savannah.
That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. All on America's 5G leader in coverage. T-Mobile.
With 24 monthly bill credits and a new line plus tax. If you cancel, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying consumer plan required. See coverage and offer details at T-Mobile.com.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Oh, little weed, you know.
It's the Weedsman Podcast Nugget.
Zippity what?
Ready to drop the bass? Let's drop the bass.
Whoop-de-doo. What does it all mean?
All the random stuff that didn't fit in Friday's show you'll find here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man. You got a joint?
Got a little bit of reef rice along on your boy?
What that mean?
Please, just give me my weed, all right?
You know, some people need to be slapped. Not a violent person, but I'm still a firm believer in that.
Yes, I agree.
And unfortunately...
Yes, and?
Unfortunately, some of those people are women.
That's Bill Burr routine Mandy and I were watching a week ago.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, when he was talking about people who was like, oh, there's no reason to hit a woman. He's like, sure there is. You just don't do it. Like, there's a million reasons to hit a woman. You just don't do it.
Yes, I agree with that.
So we're going in this...
Well, I mean, having said that, I would never slap her. I mean, unless it was like...
This goes in that basket Bill Burr's talking about.
Unless it's like a situation where it never happens. I mean, it's kind of like, is it okay to hit your kids? No. But if my kid goes to run out into traffic without looking, I'm going to give him one upside the head so he understands the severity of the situation. I think that's an acceptable time that, you know... I'm not saying you got to like grab him by the collar and smack him across the face.
Not get all madman on him.
Right. But yeah, I mean, especially though, it just gets me angry when people are doing dangerous things and then not even seeming to realize it. On the way here, I'm on 94. I'm doing like 70 and I'm in the far left lane because I was passing a bunch of slowpokes. Wasn't driving aggressively at all. I'm a pretty laid back driver. And the center lane clears. So I go to get over in the center lane, check my blind spot, put my turn signal on, start to get over, check my mirror behind me, and I see this burgundy, I should say, like this burgundy caddy that's doing like 90 and is kind of swerving in and out of lanes. And she's coming into my lane. And I'm like, I understand that, like, by the rules of the law, I don't have to do anything like, she needs to slow down or go around me or something, you know? But also, if she's not paying attention, then she's going to smack into me. So I'm like half in between the lanes at this point when I'm making this decision. I see her coming up behind me fast. And so I get back into the left lane, real casual, you know, and she zips by me without even making any attempts to slow down with her window down and screaming at me.
What? Wait, what?
Just her head. She looked like a fucking Muppet. Her head was flapping around so much. Older woman who's just irate with me. That I'm.
What lane are you in again?
I was in the left. I was going into the center lane, and so was she. And she was like speeding, swerving in and out. And so, like, I did move aside so that she could continue to drive erratically down the freeway. But that wasn't good enough for her.
She had to settle your hash.
I almost made her brake. It's not even like I came close to hitting her or like tried anything jerky. I just can't. And then you know what she did?
What's that?
Less than a quarter mile later, gets over in the right lane, exits the freeway.
Yeah.
Right? I almost kept you from reaching that exit right up there that you should have been in the right lane and prepared for anyway.
I had a similar thing kind of happen to me. It was either, I don't know if it was here or if it was in Nebraska, maybe in the last few days. But no, it's the same kind of deal. Person behind me is riding my ass, fucking goes around me like a bat out of hell. Only to, cuts me off, then I get in the right lane, only to then next exit get off.
Right.
It's like, what?
It's every time.
You just got in the right lane and passed me that way and got off the next exit.
I swear.
But you had to cut me off before you got off?
Almost every time somebody's driving like a jerk, they're getting off the freeway almost immediately. I do not understand it.
Wow. Neat.
I don't know. But, like, the idea that she was just... Like, I can understand even being, like, not even reasonably so, but just being mildly annoyed. I might find myself in that position and go, oh, why am I annoyed at this person? They're just driving, I'm driving, nothing happened, let's just keep going. And even when people are doing intentional things, like messing with me, I'm just like, get as far away from them as possible, don't engage, don't do nothing. I'm not going to be on the news as, like, some road rage story.
Exactly.
None of this is worth it.
I don't want to be a statistic, nor on the news labeled as victim.
So she's cruising by me, flapping her head, screaming at me, and I'm just kind of grinning at her. She looks hilarious. Like, I don't know what we're doing here.
I'm going to keep going. You keep going. You go far away from me.
What was your story?
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to get some stuff set up here. I have to deliver this story right. But there are a few times in my life where I've actually, like, doubled over and fallen to the ground laughing. Mm-hmm. This is one of them. May have been how Mandy told me the story.
Yeah.
But just like...
Well, I mean, like, you like humor, like, as much as the next guy, but I've never seen you, like knee slapping, crying. Maybe a few times I've seen you actually, like... I
mean, to be fair, when she tells me this story, I'd gotten up at 4 a.m. By this point,
right.
It's like 2. I'd had, like...
You're an easy audience.
Drinks. And I had just come home and smoked after not having smoked for like 5 days.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was an easy audience.
You might add the giggles.
And I also want to precurse this with Mandy is the nicest person in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, she is very compassionate. She is very empathetic. But she got caught on a bad fucking day.
Oh, did she lose her shit?
The other person started it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mandy just finished it. So apparently we are now at war with the male person. So...
It's like when Homer fought with the trash guys.
I know, right?
He comes back in with his PJs stuffed with garbage.
Yeah. But
he's like, well, we're at war with the garbage collection.
Yes. Well, on this note, too, there's a lot of bushes on the front of this house and on the side.
Well, wait a minute. Let's lay a little bit of groundwork.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
I used to live here.
Yes, I'm setting the table.
And we've had issues with, like, mailman leaving notes, right?
Yes. Well, yes. We have a lot of bushes here. And to be fair, this year, I haven't trimmed them because I fucking hate them.
Right.
And they're going away this week.
Yeah.
So all this damage can be repaired after this week when they're all gone. Because this is really the bugaboo with the male person. Because, starting last week, and hey, can you please trim your bushes? Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And I ignored it because I hate the fucking bushes. I'll be honest. I'm surprised, to be honest, the city that we live in, they're kind of uptight. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a notice. But like I said, after this week, it's going to be nothing but dirt. I'm going to love it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. They're leaving notes like, hey, if you want your value saver coupons.
Yeah, because that was, and I was talking to my mom about it.
An exclusive offer here for you only. You could be the next winner, but you won't trim your bushes.
Yeah. I told my mom, when I tell you the story, it's going to be hilarious. It's like, I was telling her, like, I don't get anything important in the mail. The important things in the mail are like the water bill and the bill for the guy that mows the lawn. Everything else is online and automated. But Oh, I mean, I guess I get my razors or something. Whatever. So,
But nothing that you couldn't easily take care of. Like, if that letter went missing, you'd be like, okay, I'll just look the shit up.
yeah. But anyway, so she leaves another note the other day, and Mandy was having a bad day at work. She works from home. It's a long story. But she's having a bad day.
Cat really pissed her off?
No. Is that pissed off? The people she works with has pissed her off. But, leaves a note, and Mandy goes outside and goes, hey, what's up with this? And she was like, hey, you got to trim your bushes or, otherwise you can't get your mail.
Right.
She's like, well, the bushes are fine. She's like, I can fit through. She goes, hey, I'm not a, she goes, I'm not a small chick. And she grabs some mail and she walks out the door and she says, and she showed me what she did. She did like almost a runway walk holding the fucking mail. Two in between the bushes. She goes, hey, I'm not a small chick, so if I can get through, she's like, you should be able to get through. And then she goes, and to be honest, like, don't you walk all day? Shouldn't you be a little, shouldn't you be a little leaner?
Oh, no.
And the lady goes, well, I'm a sub. Yeah, and she goes, okay, but...
I didn't ask about your sex life. Oh, you're
still,
filling in.
Yes.
Right.
And then after that, I guess Mandy simmers down. I guess whatever, they clap at each other.
Uh-huh.
And it ends with like, your other only option is you could trim your bushes or you can put it down all the way at the end of your, on the curb. And she's like, who the fuck's gonna do that?
Oh, put your mailbox out there.
Yeah.
On the.
Yeah, and Mandy says, who the fuck's gonna do that? Like, why can't you just walk through this opening and give us our mail?
Right.
And so I guess it ends with, whatever, trim your bushes or you're not going to get your mail. And I guess she can't let it go. Goes to the side door, opens up the side door, starts screaming at the mail lady through the side door like, hey, you know what else is annoying? Where you park. You're parked right at the corner. I can't back out of my driveway. Why don't you park further down the street? And then they start getting into it more. And it all capitulates with, I can't make this up. She says, consider your mail held. Tell that to the postmaster. To which Mandy replies, ooh, the postmaster.
And say his name one more time, he appears.
Yeah.
So this guy with this big long beard, he just poof.
So, yeah. So now
your mail shall be held in limbo
yeah,
until you trim these unruly shrubs.
And to tell you something about me, until that line, I'm like, this is a black male lady. Nope. After that line, I'm like, that is a white person. That is Mailbox Becky, or whatever you want to call her. Like, as soon as that line comes out, I'm like, white person. Only whitey.
But she's definitely blackmailing you.
Only white lady. But, no. So apparently we're not getting the mail.
You could just have it held and like pick it up like once a week or something. That's an option too. No, but I've seen the mail people that work this route. I've seen the subs that come in even, I was in this house unemployed for a while, so I saw the mailman come. That was like the only person I saw for this sometimes. And I didn't see anybody having any trouble with any bushes. I'm sure there's some regulation. I mean, like, any businesses have regulations. You have to have a door that's like, what, 30? Is that what you have to have a door frame?
Something like that.
You can't have anything under 30, I think. It's probably similar. It's probably like 3 feet. I bet you that's what it is. Because it can't be less than 30 inches between your bushes. I've seen them. So anyway, I mean, somebody's like measuring, right?
And who is this person? Newman?
I've never seen anybody of that stature.
And what is this rain or sleet or snow bullshit?
And they're really sensitive. They have sensitive arms. They tickle me.
Yeah.
When I walk through your bushes, sir.
Yeah.
They tickle my arms. I have very sensitive. I break out in hives. I get a rash. Real damper on the rest of my day.
I had some food delivered from the Grubhub lady did have to turn sideways. But she wasn't exactly small.
Instead of putting it out
I have a no-fat
on the sidewalk
approach to the house.
No. You should
If you can't fit through these bushes, we don't want you here.
just get some 2x4s and like extend the mailbox off the house past the bushes, like propped up the whole way. Cause it's a good, like, probably 20 feet almost to get all the way past the bushes, or maybe 15. Just have this like bridge going out and it just stops at the bushes.
Yeah.
And it's exactly like hand level. They don't have to do any work. They just kind of drop it in.
Yeah. But when she said that, she said, "Consider your mayor held. Tell that to the postmaster." I was like, oh. I was like, why didn't you lead with that? It's like burying the lead. She was trying to downplay it all. And then she eventually tells me this. I'm like, she thought I was going to be mad. I was like, no, this shit is hilarious. Now I'm going to have to call the post office and be like, oh, all right.
Are you sure this wasn't an episode of Seinfeld? I haven't seen them
right?
all.
I told her I was very Seinfeldian over.
It is very.
But it's just
I mean, you better, if it's truly Seinfeldian, it's going to come back on her somehow at the end. You know?
Basically, what she hadn't even been drinking. Like, this is a sober move. They just caught her on a bad day. So I was like, well, this just cements I'm making the right decision that we're getting married.
Yeah. No, the Seinfeld episode, you come home and you're like, I'm expecting a really important, there's a big check coming in the mail. My bonus check's coming in the mail, right?
Yeah.
And she won't apologize. So now you have to go down there and like have some scheme to try and get this, find your letter.
I got to get the glasses with the mustache.
She goes and makes a scene and starts arguing with her again, and you duck behind the counter and rooting through the mail trying to find your check.
Yeah. Well,
and probably end with both of you and hey, it's Barry B. Benson. What is that?
Is this? Are we being rickrolled?
Either being rickrolled or
is the internet screwed up?
Yeah, you'd both end up in jail, I think, at the end of this episode. I mean, you have to face the consequences of messing with the postmaster.
It's the postmaster.
Or there'd be some scene where, like, you go and plead your case to the postmaster. He's like, he's got like a uniform and everything. He's like, yeah, see these stripes here?
Yeah.
5 of them.
Yeah.
That means I can do whatever I want. Yeah. Postmaster, what don't you understand?
Whatever I want. I just take other people's mail.
I go back in time and take the mail you already got. Figure that one out.
I just walk through the warehouse every morning. I take boxes. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you think you don't need it? You think you don't need email anymore?
Yeah. Yeah, how's that shit from Amazon getting to your house?
That's right. Oh, wait, UPS.
Or now Amazon's actually started contracting out delivery too, so you can get shit on Sundays.
Oh, so they're going to be, oh yeah, they have their own trucks driving around, right?
And even trucks, it's just been people in like regular cars.
Oh, they're Ubering it.
The shit like that. Like we've gotten
Uber's ons.
We've gotten a bunch of shit on Sundays, and yeah, it's just somebody in like some regular car. Like, what the fuck is this person doing coming up? And then all of a sudden you get a notification. Hey, your shit's here. Like, oh.
Yeah. Don't be freaked out. There's a stranger outside.
Yeah. Leaving you gifts.
Yeah, the Emmy awards, didn't they used to be, did they change the Emmys? And I forgot. Like, what time period are the Emmys covering if they're happening in
it's supposed to be last year?
September.
Or this year?
Yeah, is this all of 2017? I don't know. Maybe this will get... Best actor was Antonio Banderas for Picasso. Did you see that?
No.
Jesus Christ Superstar starring John Legend?
No.
Benedict Cumberbatch in Patrick Melrose. I saw that. It was really good. Darren Criss for the assassination of Gianni Versace. No. Jeff Daniels, who's great in The Looming Tower. I saw that. Yeah, neither. And Jesse Plemons in the USS Callister, an episode of Black Mirror.
Oh, wait.
Did you watch Black Mirror?
Mandy did.
That doesn't count. She told me about it.
Yeah.
No, you've watched none of these.
No.
Yeah. I've seen very few of it. I saw the episode of Black Mirror and I saw Patrick Melrose. I haven't seen any of that. I mean, I don't doubt that they're award winning either. I'm not questioning the Emmys. These are probably all great productions.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I guess I know what I'm going to do in my retirement. finally watch all that TV that was.
Well, I guess
that was.
Speaking of not watching, I think nobody watched the Emmys this year either.
Oh,
It was,
yeah.
like lowest rated. Like, I think it's not really a highly viewed one anyway.
Well, I mean, maybe because they're trying to go for the more artistic performances or something, and not going with the popular, like, Game of Thrones, Westworld.
Oh, did the Emmys get beat by football? Everybody who goes to the Emmys would hate that it got beat by football.
What about the outstanding lead actress? Sarah Paulson, you know who she is? She was in American Horror Story. Nope, don't watch it. Yeah, not my thing. Michelle Dockery in Godless.
Nope.
Godless was really. If you're at all a fan of westerns, if you like have you seen Tombstone? I haven't seen Tombstone, right?
No.
Come on. Am I your Huckleberry? You haven't seen Tombstone?
No.
Edie Falco from The Sopranos, right? From Law and Order True Crime, The Menendez Murders.
Yes.
You saw The Menendez Murders?
We did.
Yeah, how was it?
She won for that?
No. She did not. That was the nominee. I should say that the male winner was Darren Criss for the assassination of Gianni Versace. And the female winner is Regina King for 7 Seconds. Did you see that? Jessica Biel, you know who
Yes.
she is. In The Sinner?
Was she in it?
She was in The Sinner.
I thought she just produced it this year, but she was in it.
This is lead actress. Did you see The Sinner? I don't know what that is.
No, Mandy did.
Okay. This doesn't count. I'm asking you. The Tale, starring Laura Dern. I didn't see it. I saw Godless. I should take that back. Godless was really fantastic. All right. How about comedy? More comedies? I still haven't seen Atlanta, so I can't speak to
I haven't either.
But Donald Glover is a pretty damn good performer. I'd say just give him a fucking Emmy.
You know what? I heard that This Is America song without the video.
Yeah.
That good without the video.
I agree with you. It's not something that I'm going to put on and be like, oh yeah, remember that video?
How long did it take you to write this, dude? Like 30 seconds?
I think it works all together really well as a piece. The song doesn't really stand out on its own.
Yeah.
Larry David was up for an Emmy with Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Did he win?
And no, he did not.
Oh.
He lost to Bill Hader, my man, from Barry.
Oh, nice. But also, I've seen it.
Oh, Barry is fantastic. And I think you would enjoy that one a lot, actually. William H. Macy is up for Shameless. Hasn't he won for his performances? Frank Gallagher. Ted Danson in The Good Place. Have you seen that?
No, we couldn't.
Didn't do it for you.
We couldn't get past the whole
drama
premise.
Jason Bateman for Ozark. I think that's no, he did not. But I think that's a Emmy nominee performance. It was Matthew Reese in The Americans. Actually won. You watch The Americans?
Isn't that Kerry Russell's real life husband?
Are they really married?
That's what I heard.
Well, maybe that's what makes the chemistry work. I hear a lot of rave reviews about that show. I watched the first episode and was intrigued, but I don't know.
I've watched a few episodes.
This Is Us. Sterling K. Brown was another. Oh, two from This Is Us. Milo Ventimiglia.
This guy.
These are some beautiful Jeff-looking motherfuckers.
Is this who won the Emmy?
Ed Harris was nominated as the Man in Black. I guess to not have spoilers. And so was Jeffrey Wright, both from Westworld. You're not a Westworld watcher either, are you? Not into sex robots?
No.
Come on, man. Rachel Brosnahan as Miriam Maisel. And, of course, the marvelous Miss Maisel. I think a well-deserved. I don't even care about. I didn't see Better Things. Didn't watch Blackish. Oh, Lily Tomlin for Grace and Frankie.
She won.
So nope. These are just all the ones that she that lost to Rachel Brosnahan. Brosnahan. You know, it's one of those names where I've heard people say it, and I'm like, oh, that's her name. And then I try and read it, and like, looks nothing like it. Allison Janney. Mom? I didn't see that either. All right, Emmys. We haven't seen most of this shit.
I think Mandy's seen more of it than we have.
The Crown. No, I haven't seen The Crown. Killing Eve, Americans, Orphan Black I watched some of, Westworld I've seen, and The Handmaid's Tale I watched the first season. Really lost interest in the second one. I always thought that part of the concept behind the Guinness World Records was that these are things that multiple people usually would attempt.
Yes.
Right? There was some sort of contest amongst peers, so to speak. Lately, it's just what... I mean, I don't even know. What do you call this? Longest duration balancing a guitar on the forehead. I guess, I mean, like, I'm sure multiple people have done that. I don't know, like, there's supposed to be some record of, like, how long.
Yeah, don't they have to, like, come out and sanction it or whatever?
Somebody has to. Well, the record is, do you want to guess? How long do you think the record is?
I don't know. 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, this is weak sauce. 7 minutes, 3.9 seconds.
What?
It's not well balanced on its own. You have to do a lot of kind of...
Mm-hmm.
I was balancing a guitar on the palm of my hand one time and showing off and nicked it a little bit. When I didn't catch it in time. I went to flip it. I'm done. It was a Epiphone. It wasn't a real guitar.
So they brought out the guy from Guinness along with the Postmaster for like 7 seconds.
Most
or 7 minutes, I should say.
Most dice balanced on cat's paw.
12.
9. And they show a photo of this. Now, okay, is the photo the proof, or did somebody like
Picture
look?
Didn't happen.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, maybe you balanced 9 dice on your cat while he lay very still. He lays.
Lane. Oh.
And maybe you did it once when you were high, but then you called the Guinness Book and like, no, watch. Like, how long did that take? How many takes? How long did they give you while you go, no, wait.
Yeah.
You know what? Last time I was high and maybe the cat got a contact high, so maybe we should get the cat high and then I'll try and balance the dice again. Or maybe they've done more and this is just the most they could get. But part of the key here is that the person who wishes to be accepted into the record of Guinnesses.
This reminds me of
the Michigan J Frog.
No, wait. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me get the dice. Hold on. What? All right, I got like 9 dice on there.
Mailman. It's the Postmaster. Watch out. Most powdered donuts eaten in 1 minute.
6.
9.
Damn.
You could fucking
in a minute.
You could fucking.
Are these full size? Are they using
like,
water?
They show
like
a picture of him with a pile
contest?
of them. No, they don't show water, but this is definitely a staged photo where he's like got one sticking out of his mouth and he's looking all aggressive. Like I am a very aggressive donut eater. Again, just anything. Whatever you're willing to pay, whoever is willing to pay the travel. You know what? Maybe we need to start a crowdfund campaign. Find out what could really the travel expenses be for somebody to come out.
From England?
Yeah.
Probably at least $1,000.
Right. If we crowdfunded it and then got them to come out and approve that we smoked the most weed ever on a podcast, right?
Damn.
How is that not a thing if this is oldest performing trapeze artist? Okay, that makes sense. Wait, bad example.
97.
Most sausages made in 1 minute. That's actually kind of cool.
6? Why is 6 my default guess?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. 85 years old is the oldest trapeze artist. And What was your guess on the most sausages in 1 minute?
6.
6. I think it's machine assisted. Unless this guy is like insane, but he's doing it at like 1 every 0.7 seconds or something. 78 sausages in a minute.
Wow. That's a lot of fucking sausages.
Most skips by a dog in person in 1 minute on a single rope.
Wait.
A dog and a person skip
jumping rope in a
together in a minute. How many times does it go around?
50.
59. You're pretty close. These are sounding more legitimate, but I hold by my idea of, we should at least look into it. That we could get in the Guinness Book of World Records for smoking pot on a podcast. Actually, not even that. Having the world's only podcast that I know of.
Oh, there's other podcasts out there now.
Well, we were the first, so we can be at least noted in the book when our names go down in the record.
Yes.
The Guinness World Record. Largest knitting needles. Come on, that's like an
6
art
feet?
exhibition. No, they're way bigger than that.
Oh,
I
shit.
should just chop some of the oars off of a slave ship.
It sharpens one end.
14 feet, 6 inches.
Damn.
Most hula hoops spun simultaneously on multiple body parts. Okay, now this is something that is done. This is a much better example of a proper Guinness record.
30.
No, come on. They were doing 30 back in your grandma's days.
117.
Okay, easy there, Chief. 59 hula hoops at once.
That's a lot of fucking hula hoops.
Highest jump by a dog. Again, something that they do. I approve of that. So not all of these are. They just kind of, I guess they led with the sauciest ones. Fastest 50-meter time done while skating on hands. He's got inline skates on his hands.
How'd the dog jump? 25 feet.
Oh, no. 75 inches. 25 feet?
Oh.
How big is this dog? Well, how many meters then can you skate on your hands with your hands inside of inline skates?
10.
50. Well, maybe you could, but this guy could do 50. Longest reverse vault in parkour. You know what a reverse vault is?
No.
It's a pretty basic parkour maneuver where you just vault off of something like you would, like a gymnast off of one of those horses.
Huh.
But you do a kind of twist so that you come down and you do a little bit of a ninja landing. It's crouched, like ready for your next move. 14 feet. Fastest 100 meters on a space hopper. Do you even know what a space hopper is?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Oh. I follow this person on Twitter, Ali Spagnola. Managed to bounce 100 meters on a space hopper in only 38.22 seconds. It's one of those bouncy ball things with the handles.
Oh, that's what they're called?
A space hopper. I did not know that. Oldest DJ from Tokyo, Sumi Rock. How old?
93.
83. And she's using CDJs. 83-year-old. I hope she brought at least some vinyl.
Yeah, that's all she has. She's 83.
You know what?
This is what she opens her set with.
This is why I like Penn Jillette. Somebody interviewed him recently and just got his take on
Sumi Rock,
technology.
everybody.
It was mostly about technology that he liked in his life. And he has this 70s, very high-end Bang & Olufsen turntable. Looks like one of those, I don't even know, maybe it might be a laser red. I don't know if they had those back then, but they may have. But it just had a straight arm that went across, so like whatever was reading the record had to actually move up and down the arm in order to match the grooves, right? And it's, I think even if it's an actual needle, I think it is laser guided. That's how it finds its path that it needs to travel. And it basically puts a lot less wear and tear on your records, because when you play a record, the groove is, It's like a needle in a record
heart?
groove is if you were driving down the freeway, riding the rails the whole time. Right? Eventually that rail is going to give away. There's only so many times you're going to be able to go around that bend before it just crumbles apart. That's why records have a shelf life. You go through needles, and if you could buy poor needles, they'll gouge your records even more. And the quality of the record goes down the more you play them then. So this is very much more sensitive to the record. It's guiding itself through the grooves instead of letting the grooves, riding the walls of the grooves guide the needle. Also gives you a more true sound because it's getting more even vibration. So you have a better stereo image, right? Mm-hmm. Your stereo image is made from the walls of each of the grooves. And if you're pulling the needle in, then I don't know which side it would be. Whichever side would be maybe a little bit more louder because it's resting more on that side of that face of the groove.
And also, it's in the heart.
But Ben Dillett didn't say any of that. He says, I have this vintage record player. I like looking at it. It's really fun. Playing records is nice because you get to hold them and look at the art. I don't buy any of this bullshit that it sounds better. That's it. Like he has the record player. He has the nice record collection. He likes it sitting down and enjoying it. And he's not going to go on like Neil Young for the next hour about why this is the most pure form of listening to music. But I mean, look at it. If you prefer it, that's fine.
It does sound better.
Don't try.
But I love the convenience of digital.
Well,
I'm not even going to lie.
But it's
not even going to try to
sounding better is subjective. Like people talk about sounding better like it's
just
like
there's that warmer sound.
If you're talking about actual audio quality, like signal to noise ratio, then yes, you can say objectively like one recording may sound better than the other. But even then, you could have arguments over whether those original Aretha Franklin performances from the 60s sound better from the original recordings or the remastered where they took out a lot of the hiss. It's all subjective. Better is subjective.
It isn't really all about what it was recorded with anyway.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're talking about again. Like, the intention of the reproduction on the consumer end is to give, in most cases, as best a representation of what the artist is hearing in the studio, the desired intent. The desired intent isn't always to have pristine sound quality, to have absolutely noise-free. Just a little bit of amp buzz from a Fender amp. That's something that you don't really hear that anymore, because even in the recordings that it used to be, where like they might have a quiet chorus and you could kind of hear the 60-cycle hum coming through, or what frequency? It's a different frequency for British artists. If you record in England, you'll get a different hum.
Really?
Yeah. And there's somebody made the theory. I can't remember who, that like, because British rock is a little bit higher pitched than and a little bit faster than American rock. American rock was a little bit slower, and not drastically, but they were like plotting it out for like looking at all these different artists and saying like they were being influenced by the hum coming through the amps. That was kind of like, it kind of makes sense. If it's you play a chord, you play it in one key, and you hear that hum and it's dissonant. And then you play it in another key, and that hum that you can't get rid of out of your amp is now harmonizing. You might be more likely to go with the one that harmonizes with the buzz in the amp.
No shit.
Even if it's just subconsciously. Or maybe it's just a bunch of hooey. But I like any story that involves music and how it affects people's brains.
Yeah.
If you like this show, please tell a friend. Please follow us on Twitter and like and share us on Facebook by searching for Christopher Media. You can subscribe to all ChristopherMedia.net shows for free on ChristopherMedia.net. Please make sure to rate and comment on all your favorite Christopher Media shows. Thank you in advance for supporting Christopher Media by clicking on the PayPal button and by clicking through to all the sponsors who support ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
It's a new year, and with T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan with eligible iPhone trade-in.
So I can FaceTime with my sister in Savannah.
That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. All on America's 5G leader in coverage. T-Mobile.
With 24 monthly bill credits and a new line plus tax. If you cancel, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us for well-qualified buyers. Qualifying consumer plan required. See coverage and offer details at T-Mobile.com.
What makes hardwood flooring so special? The way light reflects off its knots and grooves? Or the way it stays warm and inviting, even for hundreds of years? Is it the unmistakable texture beneath our feet? Yes, probably all that stuff. And you can get it all in hundreds of varieties and colors at LL Flooring. Need help choosing a beautiful new floor? Use Picture It, our online visualizer, to see our floors in your space. Only at llflooring.com.